You're live from the backyard. Welcome to it. I'm George. Scott Sunderbolt.
Scott and George. Over the years, I'm meeting every one of your friends.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
got
Happy
another
to welcome Jordo onto this episode.
Jordo.
Hello, thanks for having me. It's good to meet you, Scott.
Good to meet you too.
George, good to see you.
Yeah.
Another time.
Jordo, we've been fishing on your. I'm hesitant to even say the lake now because people get mad when we say the lake, but we've
Maxwell
caught some.
Lake.
Yeah.
While,
Rode past
while
Maxwell
recording.
Lake. The bike in. Good fishing there here.
Amazing.
Yeah. People are going to start hitting up Maxwell Lake like regularly now after this. That is one thing I should talk about too, Scott. That this summer, we haven't really mentioned it on the podcast lately. This summer, people are coming up to me like crazy. Their favorite episode right now that I've been hearing is the drive to Jasper.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah. It's like, so we did a trip with Scott and Scott's son, Lance, and just like recorded it in the truck driving Jasper, and like Scott and Lance know every mountain and.
Oh, really?
Looking
And probably a
crying.
story in every
Yeah, yeah.
canyon.
Oh, and like I'm getting stopped everywhere. It's like that's the best episode. Like you got to do one going to Catamount, you got to do one going to Grand Cache. And
Well, and it's in real time, so you can hit play
Sync it up.
as you're heading out of
Yeah.
Hinton and kind of get every mountain range, all the stories of fishing and climbing. And
Jordo, you doing that drive tomorrow? You and Steph are
We'll
on the
hit
way.
play. Where's the queue up point? Where's the official?
Parks West Mall.
Parks West Mall, yeah. You'd hear it leaving there, yeah.
All right, we'll try to get it synced.
You're heading towards, well, into BC, Prince George Smithers.
Prince George Smithers, yeah, the goal. Seeing some of my wife's family, and then just kind of stop and see what we see on the way.
And Scott, you just got back
I
from
just came back through Smithers, Prince George,
Yeah.
Terrace, Kitimat. Yeah.
How was the trip?
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
What was the concept for this trip? Someone was getting rid of a boat or something, right?
Well, and now maybe he won't, right? He's so
Oh,
great.
That's always the worst.
A buddy, Stace of mine, he lives in Hinton. I'd
Yeah.
like to get him on the podcast. But he's been going out to the west coast there, ocean fishing, Prince Rupert and Kitimat for many years. So he invited Randy, the friend of ours, and myself. We were on the water 4 days, 3 nights, pouring rain, big waves.
You and Randy were sharing a bed too, right?
Oh, well, let's not talk about that. Actually, it was all 3 of us because our plan was to take tents because Randy snores like a chainsaw.
Yeah.
So I can't sleep when I'm sleeping next to him.
Yeah.
And, but it was pouring like, imagine turning on your shower head, full bore, cold water, and you're standing under that, right?
Huh.
For hours and hours, and you got to set up tents on a dock and tear them down. So we buckled and we all slept together in this tiny little spot in this little fishing boat.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were underneath the berth, like in the little pilot house?
Yeah, and we had he's got this vinyl thing that you could snap over and it leaked. I had cold water dripping in my ear. Randy snoring kept me up till 3 a.m. until my body gave out. So, and then we'd wake up at 6, so I was on 3 hours sleep most
Yeah.
nights. But man, what an epic adventure. Like, we hit Chinook salmon, 17 pounders.
Woo.
And man, they just rip. Like, your rod looks like it's breaking. And then coho, same thing. They just scooter across the water. Pink salmon. And Stace kept saying, "I'll just throw that pink back," and I'm holding this big fish. I'm like, "What? What are you talking about?"
That's a
throwing?"
release
He's like, "We'll get
size?
something better." And then we hit halibut and a lingcod that was 24 pounds. Randy thought he had snagged a rock.
Yeah.
And we tried for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes backing up the boat to loosen the lure.
Yeah.
So finally, Stace grabs the lure and he's just yanking, ready to snap the line because that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Suddenly it moves. He goes, "This is a fish."
Oh man.
And
Wow.
this thing came up monster from the deep. It's big teeth. I'll be posting pictures. And big pectoral fins and massive mouth. And we looked down this mouth when it came out of the water, and there's a full-size rockfish in its throat that it had just swallowed. eh?
Wow.
So
You might have caught the rockfish, and then you might
yeah,
have actually
I
caught
know,
a rock,
yeah,
and then it
'cause,
got...
well, that night we laid all the fish on the dock, and we're like, "Where did this extra rockfish come?" Oh, we're like, "Oh, that's the one the lingcod swallowed."
That's nice.
Explain that to the officer. You got one
Yeah,
too many
exactly.
fish. No, it was inside the belly of this other one.
How do
yeah,
you
so I s-
target fish there?
Oh, well, when Stace gets on the podcast, like he knows all the secret codes and this and that, and the depths they need to be, and what lures, and he's got it down to a science.
And you're just trolling the boat then along?
You're trolling, you're jigging, you're looking for birds, you're looking for swells. Saw lots of whales.
Oh, cool.
Sea lions. He keeps a bucket full of rocks on the boat. If the sea lions come, you got to whip rocks at them because they'll steal your salmon right off the line.
We did it. We just did it just out of Mexico, a tourist version of it.
Yeah.
Super fun still. But I remember we were coming the boat back in, and their sea lions are so used to just taking whatever leftover bait you have. They're swimming right up on the swim platform and just begging off it, asking. You are just throwing all the bait. You're not taking it home.
And they're huge, eh? Like their faces look like grizzly bears. I saw a sea lion skull in the museum, and it looked just like a big grizzly, like a Kodiak grizzly skull. And they're stinky and they roar. And, yeah,
You definitely feel like you can't say no to them. No, you're handing over whatever you have. Yeah. Surprised you guys whip stones at them to get them away.
Yeah, and then today I was cleaning fish all day, and we got everything in the freezer.
Nice.
I was a little scared because we had some on ice for 5 days. I've never done anything that long. Like, if I catch stuff out here, it's in the freezer the same night.
Yeah.
And I panic if I have to keep something overnight. So 5 days, I kept asking, "Is this gonna be okay?" Like, but it was all good. It smelled good. Yeah, now we got lots of fish.
Anything you haven't eaten before, species-wise?
I've eaten burbot and ling freshwater, but not ling cod. And so we cooked some of that up this evening, and it was like lobster tail, really dense, really tasty. Put butter and garlic on it, man.
Oh boy.
Oh, we caught crabs too. And
Oh, cool.
Cooked those up. Yeah.
Did you feel like it was just like successful trip? Like you're like constantly catching stuff?
Yeah, but people are gonna listen and think it's just like, oh, vacation tunes, sipping a tequila.
On,
No,
it's
I
5 o'clock
felt like
Sunday.
that was-
Autopilot.
what's that crazy fishing show where people are deadliest catch?
Oh, Deadliest Catch,
And it's
yeah.
pouring rain. And
You guys are shouting at each other, trying not to fall over.
Yeah, and then the downrigger gets caught on your fingers and you're bleeding, and then you gotta help the other guy and quick grab the steering wheel because a sailboat's coming your way. So it was like non-stop action, and so I'm pretty exhausted. Type 2 fun, definitely. Like, I'd do it again, but it wasn't like always fun.
Yeah, in the moment you're like, okay, I'm a little tired.
You're freezing. Like, you just get wet. You can never dry off.
Yeah.
We wore chest waders almost the whole time, but then they get wet on the inside from your sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're in those all day.
And 3 guys stinking on the boat for 4 days, so we were pretty smelly by the end.
No campfire on the boat?
No.
Just a warm engine.
You'd be hard pressed to get a fire going. And, but I was thinking a lot about water safety because you fall in with chest waders. You don't have a life jacket. Your feet bob up.
Yeah.
You could be the
Upside down.
Michael Phelps, and you're not getting out of that, right? So, wear a life jacket.
Any injuries or anything?
We all have got cuts,
Yeah.
whether it's fish hooks in the hand or the downriggers have this like piano wire, this sharp cable, and if you grab the wrong rope and you grab the wire, and it just slices your hand. So a little bit of blood, but that's part of the fun too.
Does
right?
it feel more like team fishing? Like you guys all have shared lures in the water, or you really keep a track of who's got a fish on
It's a
what
team
line?
effort. In the end, we said we're just going to split this all equally.
Yeah.
Because one guy's helping with the net, one guy's steering the boat, one's dealing with the downrigger. There's just so much going on, right? And it was, for me, who I've done lakes and rivers my whole life, but only very little ocean fishing. So this was definitely in the top 3 fishing experiences of my life. So.
Cool. That's sweet. Jordo, you did some ocean fishing before.
Yeah, like I said, it was out just Mexico, straight resort town, head to the dock. Super, super fun.
Yeah.
Leaving the dock, though, you already agree to a price with the sales guy, and then it takes about 4 other stops, and it feels like another $20 American.
Oh, yeah.
Every stop at the dock to get bait. We had to get fishing licenses that somehow weren't included. We had to go get gas and pitch in. The guys needed snacks. But once we got through that, negotiated that. No, it was super fun. My dad got a little bit seasick, so we turned around a little early. We caught a huge, huge black marlin. So big it wouldn't even fit in the camera.
That must have fought like crazy.
Oh, it was all, same thing, team effort. No one really, you get out there and you don't feel like you really caught the fish. The guys are doing all the work and they're telling you when to grab the reel. But yeah, it took all three of us to reel it in. And then the best part of the photo, my brother has a camera. He's trying to sit on the boat. Fish is bigger than the lens can fit inside the camera frame.
Yeah.
So amazing. Guy asked if we wanted to keep it. No, we had no interest trying to bring that much fish back.
Yeah.
And so put it back in and then look at the photo and half it's cut off. So I got, as a memento for Christmas for my dad to commemorate it, made him a little mouse pad photo on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we're missing a lot of the fish. So just went online to find a picture of a black marlin and kind of chopped in the front and back. So I gotta kind of make it as big as I wanted to as well. So
Nice.
that really helps. It was quite a monster.
And you didn't get motion sick, just your dad?
My dad was the worst. I think I was pretty fine. He also it was a bigger boat, so you could go right underneath.
Yeah.
And that's where he went. I think he just got worse and worse from not kind of getting fresh air or
Yeah.
seeing the water.
Well, see, I know I get motion sick, so I was on gravel, 3 hours sleep per night, and gravel makes you tired, so I was just kind of in this groggy state, but I did switch to the ginger gravel, and it worked pretty good. I tag teamed it, and I never got sick, but the other guys didn't need it at all. I'm so jealous to have a stomach like that. But then, for the first time in my life, I got sea legs.
Oh, I've got that just fishing at the small little lake. I'll
that
get off
right?
my little boat. Maybe it's only like 12 feet, so that might really amplify it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get it off it if I've spent a good whole day on it. Get on the dock, and the dock's already wobbly, but you get on land, and yeah, you feel it.
It's weird, and it can last for days, so I feel
Whoa.
it still a little bit. They say some people get it for like extended weeks, even months. And
Wow, that'd be
become
tough.
a chronically, but
That's not that Bowmore 12.
it's
kicking
not.
in.
No,
I don't know. Yeah, that
that's-
might also be the thing. That's what you call it, sea legs. I think when it's
Yeah,
that rainy.
It's actually settling me down, but no, I had a hot shower and I closed my eyes in the shower, and it felt like the ground was swaying underneath me.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, when you're staying on a boat for 4 days, are you guys going into shore at night? Like you tie up at shore all night, or
No, we didn't
you
touch
anchor?
land. The dock we were on was this old rotted dock that was used for float planes and that.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, it was crazy. And then we did go to this little village on an island to get fuel. Indigenous tribe was there, totem poles, and
Yeah.
the whole thing was boardwalk because it's so freaking wet. You
Mm.
couldn't, like, it'd be a mud hole. So they drive their quads from house to house on boardwalks,
Oh wow.
and you have to call them ahead to see if they've got fuel.
Yeah. They
It
just
was
jam
like
us-
a different world. I'm like, man, can you imagine living on this little island
Yeah.
and these villages? So yeah, it was a cultural experience, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, living on a boat for 4 days. I mean, we did a houseboat for 4 days for my bachelor party.
Yeah, it's got the house in the name though.
Yeah.
How long was the boat? Do you know?
I should know the length, but probably the working space was less than from here to the fence. So what would that be?
15 feet?
15
Oh, so
feet.
still enough size.
Yeah.
You can see Scott's description. This is on video too, and if you're just tuning into video, new antler wall behind
I'm
us
impressed.
as well.
We
So
talked about this.
got some moose and some elk and
caribou back there too.
yeah, there's some caribou antlers. I'm working on trying to combine them to the wall somehow. My dad has a shed full of sheds too that are just like he has another 50 moose sheds that
So one
could potentially
every
end up on
episode,
that.
another shed up
Another
there.
shed up there. Yeah.
Well, and I hear your wife loves it, so
Yeah.
that's great.
She put the flowers in the moose skull, and there's some flowers coming out of the moose eyeball there. So it's it is artistic. I do like it. Like from the kitchen window, I can see this now, and I look and I'm like, oh, this is actually looks cool. I like it.
And then your big moose will be up there someday, and your big buck.
Yeah.
and-
Yeah.
Oh, I got drawn for moose, by the way.
What?
Yeah.
Where?
Bull moose out in, should I say the zone?
Yeah.
Close to Barhead somewhere.
Oh,
I got
down
a
in
friend
there.
out there, so he doesn't even know. James, if you're listening, I'm coming your way.
Cool.
Yeah.
What's the season? Is that September to end of November? then,
I got the November
Okay.
rifle season. Yeah.
my
Late
dad.
season, yeah.
Yeah, my dad got drawn for cow moose north of here between Hinton and Grand Cache. They're north of the highway, but his is like mid-September till the end of November. So
Yeah.
it's like
He's got the whole yeah.
stretch there, and we've been up in that area quite a bit, and there's a few cow moose moving around. So
Yeah. Did you get any draws?
no draws.
but you
Well,
couldn't.
I'll go help out Dad with that moose, and then I'll get a Cupboard record book.
I met your parents in
Yeah.
Whitehorse Wildland.
They said
In Whitehorse?
Yeah, we're catching butterflies for a citizen science project.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of nowhere, and suddenly these two people ride right by me, so I step out of the way. And they go, "Where's George?" And I go, "How do you know George?" "Well, he's our son." I'm like, "Oh, man."
Yeah, riding horses back in
Yeah,
there.
that's pretty cool that they're doing that stuff.
Oh yeah, constant.
Yeah.
Yeah, we we were supposed to do the butter. How was the butterfly catching thing? Work out?
You know, it was, we've had all the smoky haze,
Yeah.
and they love full sun, so it was a little less butterflies.
Mm.
But I think we got some different species because of that. Different stuff was fluttering about than we usually get. It's always fun.
Yeah. They go out, Jordan, and they catch butterflies.
Yeah.
We did this last year too. You catch butterfly, you put it in a little vial, and then Scott and Beth look at it, and they're like, "Oh, this is this butterfly," and you put it
Mark
on
it
the
off.
list, and then they tag it all online there at
E-Butterfly.
E-Butterfly.
Big international database.
Yeah.
So you get it's a bit like the Christmas bird count, or people do the backyard bird counts, right? With
Yeah.
your bird feeder.
Yeah.
It gives you a sense of trends that are changing around the world with
How long have you
insects.
been catching butterflies?
About 20 years.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny because, you know, I'm way too macho to be catching butterflies, but when you do it, you get into it.
Feel
And
alive.
George knows what it's like. Like, all the dads by the end are just like, "Let's get them!" They're just sprinting like.
Was
it's
are
a
you just
sport.
sitting there full stealth, like hiding behind a tree and
No,
swooping up, or are you
they-
chasing them down the?
They move like
Oh,
they
yeah.
catch that alpine wind and they're flying and you're whipping past them and yeah, it's fun. Good time.
Scott, I posted. Well, let's throw in a couple of questions here too, because we had a couple good ones show up. I posted on Instagram questions for the podcast. So Kevin wrote in and said, if you could pick a new sport or adventure activity to try and get into, what would it be and why? Any new sports or adventure activities? Jordan, yeah, anything comes to mind for that one too.
I got a friend who really wants to start putting bikes on rafts and go down rivers with them.
Oh yeah.
I got a bike.
That's
Like pack
Don't have a
rafting,
raft.
take a
Yeah,
bike,
exactly that.
Yeah,
And I think instead of doubling back with the car, just do it on the bike.
yeah.
So I got the bike part sorted.
Yeah,
I
you
just
got it.
don't have-
Jordan brought up an electric bike too. That's sweet.
Oh,
It was pretty
cool.
fun. I was riding it earlier today. In
The
the,
Hinton Bike Park.
Yeah. I don't know if I take that in the water though.
It's
No?
maybe a bit heavy for that. Do you have a pack?
No, I had the other half of it. I don't have.
Well,
I'd be riding the bike down the.
Christmas is how many months away?
Yeah, it's close. It
That's
feels like.
that's a good one. A lot of my friends are into that.
Yeah.
So,
Scott, any new sports or adventures
know-
on the list?
I've tried a lot of things in my life,
Yeah.
but I've never done the paragliding or base jumping.
Yeah.
And that does sound like a thrill. So we had Dallas here, the
Yeah.
paraglider. And we've got another guy that we want to get on who's a base jumper. So
Yeah.
he jumps off cliffs.
Those ones sound like. It sounds like a lot of practice to get into it.
It's not something you just want to kind of
No,
wing it.
that's like
Don't
I don't
wanna-
want to jump off a mountain without knowing what I'm doing.
But I
It
imagine
does sound
it's
like
the
it does sound
ultimate
amazing.
thrill. It would feel like you're flying.
Yeah.
It would be
I've
wild.
done cliff jumping into water, and there's no sense of flying. You're just falling like a sack of
You're just
Yeah.
waiting for that
You're just
water.
waiting,
Yeah.
asking yourself why you did this as you're falling.
Wondering
Yeah.
how cold it's going to be this time.
Will-
Maybe it's warmer.
Will you break your back? Yeah.
What's the highest you've jumped? You think?
Cliff jumping, 70 feet.
So
That's when I've done many successful 70 footers, but one time I hit my tailbone and ended up in the hospital. so-
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think we did 40 feet. What's south of Jasper on Horseshoe Lake?
Horseshoe Lake.
Yeah, we did those cliffs. I don't know. They felt tall. I don't think they were
Yeah.
70, but they felt tall.
But you could hurt yourself even at 40 if you land wrong. Right?
Yeah.
Now, George, what sport are you taking on? What's
Oh
new?
man, I do like. It's not really a sport, but I do want to get into more like scrambling, more mountain climbing sort of thing, and like
Yeah.
take it up the next level. Speaking of that too, so I ran into Robert Lindsay at Wild Mountain Music Fest. Roche Mayette, he wants to climb. We're thinking end of August.
As a podcast.
Could do it as a podcast, yeah. You in?
on the top of Rosh Mayet. Yeah, as long as you put me in front to slow you younger buds down.
Yeah.
Just a soundtrack of heavy breathing.
Yeah.
I was talking to Kyle today. Kyle, who was on the podcast for the question episode a little while ago, he said he's down for that too. So we can get a full
good.
group of us going up.
How
of August.
challenging would be the climb?
Scott's
how
taking
much
his
equipment?
kids up there.
My kids are up there. I think the youngest was 7. So.
Oh, so.
But they are kind of different kids. Yeah. It's pretty steep at the top. It's mostly if you're going to get injured, there's 2 things that can happen. Number 1 is rock fall. There's a lot of bighorn sheep that'll kick rocks. So you should wear a helmet and gloves.
Yeah.
The stuff comes flying down. And the other way people get in trouble is getting off route. And people have been helicopter rescued in that.
Oh, just getting lost.
Getting off on the wrong place and then you're stuck on the face. So you want to go with someone who knows the way out.
Yeah. This is the mountain you can see from here. And it's the one that has it looks like, they used to call it Pocahontas, but it's like
Looks like a chief.
The chief
Oh,
dress.
kind of
Yeah.
similar to
Staring in the sky, yeah.
Yeah. End of August, Jordo.
end of August.
And it's a
from
day
here?
it's a day hike sort of thing.
Yeah, it's just a little hike. It's
Little
just
hike.
a leisure stroll.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm to get into a new thing. I want to push myself a bit for sure.
For more climbing.
And this would be and it's something I could see every day. And I
did that one.
You know?
We could go up with Dallas and he could jump off the
That would be
nose,
sweet. Yeah.
'cause he's done that a few
At that point, Dallas will be halfway down the Athabasca. Dallas is leaving mid-August from here to Fort Mac on Athabasca.
On
with
the
a kayak
Athabasca.
and a bike, right? A kayak and a e-bike.
Is he taking a bike with him too?
Or is it the...
I don't know if
He's
he's
done
taking a
that
bike,
quite a
but
bit.
yeah,
Really?
yeah, wild. But yeah, I would like to get into that. And then Andreas sent in a question. He said, if you could hunt with only one weapon, rifle or shotgun, for the rest of your life, which would you choose?
Good
Rifle or
question.
shotgun?
That's a good question.
You guys think about it. I don't hunt, so either would be new. But
Well-
maybe shotgun, because I don't have to try it.
Here's the quandary, right? If you just say rifle, now you're just big game.
Yeah.
If you say shotgun, you can still do grouse and rabbits, but you can still put in buckshot. I've taken many deer with buckshot or slugs for even deer, bear, anything if
Yeah.
you're close enough. But you're not taking those 200-yard, 300-yard shots.
Just waving at
If you,
those.
say, if you say rifle though, a 22 is a rifle. You use that for
I see
grouse
what
and
you're saying.
rabbit and stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah,
Is
there's.
it one rifle?
Oh,
One
then-
caliber, or just
Yeah, good
rifle
point.
or...
I was thinking big game rounds caliber. Yeah, I think that's a little Weasley, but it's a good out. So then I'm going rifle.
Yeah.
Then you can still do it all.
Yeah, I like rifle. Jordan, are you getting into hunting? You've been dabbling.
Done a little bit. I tagged along one time with my grandpa, I think, at just the wrong age, where I was a really lazy kid, and it was a lot of work, and you couldn't talk the whole time. So I didn't have a great first experience, but I don't think I knew what I was getting into. The amount of work.
Yeah,
It is a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's I do remember going with my dad when I was a kid, and I had snow pants on, and they would rub when I'm walking. And I just remember him the whole time, looking back, quiet. I'm like, I'm trying, man.
You bought me these pants.
What do you want me to do here?
Or you get out of the truck and your kid just slams that door,
Yeah.
whack. You're like, oh. Everything within a kilometer knows we're here now.
Yeah, you want to make hunting fun for kids, but it's also okay, quiet though. Keep it down there. Yeah, I'd probably go rifle in that scenario as well.
Good questions, though.
Yeah,
Keep
I
them
like
coming,
those.
folks. We like them.
I was working on a new game for the podcast too. Oh, Jeff sent in a big question too. It's on my phone right now, which is recording this. So, his question was, let's say you're camping next to a beaver pond,
Yes.
but you have no way to filter water. How long are you going before you start drinking that water, or what are you doing in that scenario?
Well, I drink it all the time, but I'm either using tablets or I'm boiling.
You don't have tablets.
You have a pot?
Let's say no pot.
I think Jeff's question was framing no pot.
Yeah, no pot. No solution that.
You don't have a water filter. You don't have a pot. You don't have tablets. You don't have the UV stick.
Nothing.
So then your options are rock boiling,
How's that one go?
You have to take, see, we've got the stump here for people that are watching, so we take the embers out of the fire, plunk them on here,
Burn in a bowl.
and burn out a bowl. Use a rock or your knife to scrape it out, and then you pour your water in there, and then you heat up your rocks in the fire, drop them in, and the rocks boil the water. It's a lot of work.
Wow, that is quite the
But
process.
our ancestors all did it. I mean,
Yeah.
metal pots were a relatively new thing on the human time scale. So that's what you have to do. Hell of a lot of work.
Yeah.
If you're desperate, you can drink the beaver fever, the Giardia, and hope you get home before it kicks in. But
Because what do you think you have with Giardia? 2 days before you gotta go straight to the
I've
hospital?
heard both. I've heard some people say it takes a week, and others swear they got it within like 2 days. And you can, it's coming out both ends, and you can be dying from dehydration. So it's pretty
Very good.
serious,
And
right?
you're probably already dehydrated if you're
Yeah.
thinking of drinking it.
Yeah, but rock boiling would do it. The other thing you can do, of course, is if it's rainy,
Yeah.
you know,
Stand there with your head up.
well, there's no, there's a trick you can use to take like your t-shirt, don't use your underwear, and mop up the wet grass and wring it
Oh.
out, and that's drinkable.
Or even in the morning, I suppose.
In the morning, the dew,
yeah.
yeah, you don't even need rain. Of course, if you got any sort of tarp, you can collect rain, or a solar still. You guys know the solar still?
I've always wondered how you would do it. Like it's a bowl, saran wrap, and a stone
You
situation.
can use a tarp too, or
Okay.
a garbage bag, so you might have something that would work. So yeah, you dig a hole, and if there's water in there, they even say you can urinate in there, but that just seems a little gross.
That's step
But
3.
if you had the beaver fever water, that'd be fine. You could pour that into that hole.
Yeah.
You put the tarp over top. The sun hits the tarp. You get the hot evaporation.
Yeah.
It's like a distillery and a whiskey distillery idea, right? The good pure water goes up, drips. You put a rock in the middle of the tarp, so underneath you need a container of sorts to collect it. Could even be like a, I don't know, plastic bottle, whatever you got. Or
Is that getting rid of the beaver fever?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it won't go up in the distillery.
Hmm.
You can even distill salt water that way.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your preferred way to just treat water? Like the easiest, simplest, grab and go?
You know, I do tablets. I know a lot of my friends like filters, but I find filters take a long time, and then I'm always worried that all that crap that you filtered out is stuck in the filter, and you're just adding to it every time. It works. People are doing these UV sticks.
I have a UV stick. I bought that, and
Do you like it?
it
No
worked.
problems?
I didn't get sick.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was the quality of the water or what exactly.
Yeah, no, apparently they do work good. The only downside is if you've got turbid water, so let's say you're on the Athabasca River and it's full of silt,
Yeah.
it won't do
Get
it
rid of
then.
that.
What you can do is
Oh, it
take,
won't.
yeah, because it can't, that UV light can't get through the silt. What you can do is take your t-shirt, put it over a pot, pour the water through your t-shirt, filter, or coffee filter out the silt, and now use it.
Yeah, that's roughly what I do. Is just kind of take a somewhat of a fine mesh in an algae and go
Yeah.
from there.
Yeah. I often take a coffee filter for silty water and just pour it through that, like a paper coffee filter. Or boil it. I boil a lot of water. Boiling is like 100% now.
Yeah. Let it roll for a bit.
Yeah. It doesn't always taste good, but you can throw in all sorts of edible plants to.
It's gotta taste better than the iodine tablets, or
Yeah.
do they taste better now?
The new stuff tastes pretty good.
Oh yeah.
It tastes like tap water. There's a bit of chlorine flavor too.
Well, that's
but
not
it's
bad. I remember, trying the tablets years ago, and you're like,
The
why?
iodine
Think I'll
ones
go
are
straight.
horrible, yeah.
I take my chances. Yeah.
Well, Jordo, you've done some like minimalist camping on a enduro bike.
Yeah, we would do kind of dual sport motorbikes and just put our camping gear on and
Okay.
just have not a lot of plan, like have an area and just try to get lost, go out camping for the night, bring what you can. And so that's where we ended up going with a pretty small kit, bunking up in the same one tent just to save weight on the bikes and then just trying to get lost. It was a real fun way to explore just off the Forest and Trunk for the most part.
Oh, that's cool.
Get in, see new spots. That was always fun. We never got into trouble, but there was definitely got lucky. The worst we ever did. We weren't super bear safe for the area by any means. We got pretty lucky, but one time we thought we should take all this camping gear off the bikes and go for another 6 hours on these very much lighter bikes. It'd be way more fun.
Yeah.
So we just kind of put all our stuff at the camp at the top of like probably an old lease site, old lease road at the top of the hill, and left all our stuff there. Went biking, had a great time. Came back, tired, exhausted. Camp just torn apart. We had done nothing besides dump all our stuff on the ground and leave. So then headed back to Nordegg and try out the hotel and had a great burger that night.
Whatever bear it was, did it rip into your food too?
Oh, it just tore all. Like we had these really nice like saddlebags, waterproofs. Those are gone. It was bought a bear bag the next weekend.
Well, of course you're in
got a
grizzly
little
country,
smarter.
so it could be hairy, scary.
We're probably better because I bet you if we had stayed the night, if it hadn't happened when we were gone, it was gonna happen while we were sleeping.
Yeah.
So I think we got lucky more than anything.
That leads me into, so there's this new game I've been working on. Worst case campsite. Posted this on Instagram too, so a few people had some votes on it. Essentially, I'm going to give you 3 scenarios, and you just say which one is the worst case.
Okay.
So in this scenario, you're out camping. First scenario, you drop your last meal in the dirt. Second scenario, a mouse chews into your food bag, or a bear gets into your food cache and you lose half your food supply.
I think I've experienced all of these.
Which one's the worst?
Well, how far is Nordegg? Because Nordegg is only 45 minutes, so that's not bad. Sand in your food, I would say, is the worst. Because
Really?
when it's like just having that granule feeling in your teeth is so upsetting.
Worse than the
I've
mouse
had
or the
had
bear?
a mouse in my food, and we cook the food afterwards.
It's
We have
fine?
you have
Alright.
less food, and you have one less bag. Of all the things I have experienced in that, sand in my food was probably the least enjoyable.
Okay. Scott?
Grit in the teeth. I have to go bear because if the bear got a reward, he's back.
He's coming back.
Oh yeah, we ruined that spot. We left our gear.
Yeah,
at,
you
for
got to
sure.
get out of there. So I'm thinking maybe you're staying, or maybe you're continuing to hike. And now he knows you've got good stuff. He liked what he ate. He's on your tail. So now you've got a bigger problem. So that would be mine. The mouse thing, as much as it just sounds maybe annoying, you could be in a have to buy her situation.
Yeah,
right?
mouse
That
poop.
mouse went in there and peed and pooped in your food. So it can be more serious than just, it just ate a hole. And I had way too many mice around me when I've been sleeping. Those little golden mantled ground squirrels, everyone thinks they're chipmunks. They're striped.
Yeah.
But they're super fat chipmunks.
Oh, they're so
on
cute.
yeah, they're so cute. They rip into your bag. They'll chew through your $300 Osprey bag.
Doesn't
to
matter.
Find your gourd. Yeah, they're nasty. But you can eat them too.
Oh, so
As long as you're not in the national park.
Based on the votes in from Instagram, 65% said that the bear was the worst. 32% said the mouse, and then 3% said the meal in the dirt was the worst one.
I don't think those people have had sand in their food before then.
There was, so there's another one here too that was a pretty good one. So, no coffee for the entire trip, no camp chair for the entire trip, or no sleeping pad for the entire trip. Let's
Do
say
you
you're
think
on
other people have a camp chair? Because when we would go on the bikes, we would just grab stumps because neither of us had camp chairs.
let's
If
say,
everyone had camp chairs.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Let's say this is a week-long trip though. You got no coffee,
Okay.
or you got no chair, or no sleeping pad.
I'm not too terribly addicted to coffee. It's a rougher morning without, but if it's like something hot, I'm okay.
All right,
So coffee's not too bad for me. No chair or no
sleeping pad.
sleeping pad would be the worst.
Mm.
Even I've had sleeping pads with a rock under the sleeping pad, and that's hard enough.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine a sleeping pad of just the rock.
Scott, do you even bring a sleeping pad with you, or just like a bear hide?
Well, yeah, I've done many days without any of those. The no coffee. If I go in the bush, I rarely take coffee.
Really?
Because I make bush tea, so Labrador tea or pineapple we talked about, and it just kind of goes with the field, right? You're grabbing something from the bush, wild mint sometimes. You got wood sorrel growing there with the
In
hot
our
lemonade
garden,
in your garden there. So that's not a problem. What was the second one? The
No camp chair.
no camp chair. Yeah, you can use a stump, sit on a log, rock. Done that many times. And
No sleeping
or
pad.
sometimes you slide beside the fire. Done that.
Yeah.
And no sleeping pad. Done that, but then you got to make a spruce bough bed. And it's okay if you made base camp and you're going to be there for a few days. But if you're, let's say, doing a 60-kilometer multi-day hike,
Mm-hmm.
you got to make a spruce bough bed every night.
Every
We
night.
had to do that in Scouts one time. They made us do a lean-to
Oh,
and
yeah.
spruce bough beds. It was so much work for the.
So
And we
much
had sleeping pads with us,
Yeah.
but they made us do.
Yeah.
I hiked one in, but I still had to just sleep on
I
it.
mean, it works great. I've slept in minus 30 on a spruce bough bed by a fire, and it works. But you want the spruce bough bed to be like 1.5 foot maybe thick, because when your
Yeah.
body lies on it, it's going to compress it. You need that airspace from the ground. You're
Yeah.
going to have a miserable night from the cold, right? So yeah, I'm going with the
Sleeping pad. 54% on Instagram said that. 20% said the camp chair, and 26 said coffee.
all the caffeine addicts.
Oh yeah, yeah. I posted one more on Instagram too. So this is like, so you're camping at a campsite now, like you're in a campground.
This is the camp chair would be the worst if I was at a campground.
Yeah.
Camp chair, that's
Yeah.
tough.
This is your neighbors though. So this is who's your neighbor at the campsite. So the site next to you has a barking dog. The site next to you has a generator that runs all 24/7. Or the site next to you has loud campers who party all night.
This just feels like when I camp next to you. I'll be honest,
Get
George.
that generator going, I get my speaker going. The dog, keep barking there. Yeah.
All three of them.
All three of
George
them.
is all three.
I do feel bad when we take the dog out and he's barking. I'm like, oh man, like, don't do that.
Loud.
Party all night, generator 24/7, or a barking dog. What's just the worst?
The dog you can sometimes make friends with. Maybe quiet it down. But it might be barking at everything that walks by.
Yeah.
The people that have run the generator, I feel like are really into their generator and they're not shutting that off. So that's just going to be on constant.
Yeah.
I think, or partiers.
Partiers.
Maybe partiers. If it's a party and you're not invited, like you're going out for solitude,
Yeah.
and if you're not the person to like go invite yourself, or
Yeah.
just try not to have a giant 30-person drinking party,
Mm-hmm.
that might be the worst.
Yeah, people shouting at all hours of the night.
All hours, yeah.
Scott?
Are you asking for the worst or
Worst.
the best scenario?
Worst.
Oh, the worst is partiers, because things can get violent. I've been in campgrounds where, you know, conservation officers or RCMP had to be called because fist fights broke out.
Yeah.
Wasn't my party.
Yeah.
I'm just
Wasn't my
saying.
party.
But
was
you
a-
know, you got young kids and they're beside you, and you tell them politely, "Please be quiet. It's 2 in the morning." They don't listen.
You just
Yeah.
turn them on more, yeah.
Yeah, it can get really rude, right? So that's probably the worst. The generator is probably the best for me because to me that's white noise.
Just a constant
It's just
hum.
sort of a
Yeah.
drone, and I can sleep through your
Yeah, you
subconscious
adapt to
and
it
get
pretty
used
quick.
to it. Dogs barking.
Yeah. Instagram was like kind of on the same page as you guys, like 36% loud campers, 31% generator, 33% barking dog. So we're all like
Yeah.
very close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
There are some times
All
that
equally annoying.
all of the above do
And
happen.
George with the trifecta.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to segue on the dog thing because there's been this YouTube clip going around about this couple in Banff.
Oh, I-
Did you see that?
I
The
have
Grizz
seen
was
it,
following
yeah.
them. They had this little terrier or something that kept running up. It was off leash. The big Grizz kept coming, and they apparently got fined $25,000
Wow.
for the dog off leash. That is a steep fine. I will agree that the bear was an or the dog was an agitator, and most people don't know. They think, "Oh, my dog will protect me or be a deterrent." You are way more likely to get attacked by a bear if you have a dog.
Your dog's the snack that it's
Yeah,
looking for.
and
Yeah.
it agitates them, right? Because in a bear's mind, your dog is a wolf. It
Oh,
doesn't know that it's a domestic dog. It doesn't have a sense of that, right? So
Yeah.
you're walking with this dog, and especially if it's running around, it's going to be like, I know how to deal with the wolf.
Yeah.
And then kick its ass.
Yeah.
And then the dog comes running back to you. and you get redirected aggression, so it can be a very dangerous thing. If it's at least on a leash, it's tied to you, and the bear's less likely to attack because you're with it, right? But
did this bear attack then? I didn't.
It didn't. And I watched that, and I teach bear safety, and I was like, they did a bunch of stuff wrong. If you're listening, I'm not criticizing you. It's just they should have
did a bunch of stuff wrong.
He just did a bunch of stuff wrong.
Yeah.
First of all, have the dog on a leash. They should have moved off the trail. Sometimes a grizz is just going from lake to lake, A to B, and the trail's the easiest way.
Staying on its highway that it's used every day. Yeah.
Both of you pull your bear spray, stand off the trail as far as you can get, be on the ready, and I bet you that grizz will just wander on by. That's what it wanted to do. It wasn't trying to eat you. But if the dog keeps running at it, yipping, well, now it's just angry, right?
Yeah, but getting off the trail, I never thought about. I always thought this is the trail humans made. This is mine. Go bushwhack. No,
just
that
get
makes
off the trail, especially with grizz. With black bear, I've had black bears come down the trail, and I'll usually try to chase them off.
Yeah.
But grizz, they're the monarchs of the north, man. Just get off the trail, let them pass, but have your bear spray ready so if they come at you, you're fully cocked and ready.
It does seem to be a bear-heavy year this year, eh? Do you feel like there's? I feel like a lot of stories. I don't know if I'm just more in the scene right now.
You're right.
Yeah.
There's been deaths, maulings.
Yeah.
Glacier National Park in the States did have 2 deaths already.
Yeah.
With grizz. Yeah.
More bears or just stupider people?
I think it's a whole mixed bag. How political do we want to get on the podcast? We stopped hunting grizzlies a few years ago.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. And so grizzlies, if you're a hunted species, you have a fear of humans. As soon as the hunt is off, they learn that. They're not...
That's a good point.
Humans aren't as dangerous, right?
Yeah.
It's the same reason why in Europe and Asia, you're way more likely to be attacked by a wolf than in North America. Because the North American wolves evolved being hunted. European wolves, think of the knights and peasants and all that, so they would strip the weapons from the peasant folk. So your poor little son's guarding the sheep with a staff and some rocks, but he doesn't have a bow and arrow, he doesn't have a sword. So wolves learned pretty quickly that people were pretty weak.
Pretty easy to get.
Yeah, so it does. Animals learn. They really learn, right? So a bear in a hunted population is going to be far more afraid of people.
That's a
keep,
good point.
keep that in mind
I
when
never
you're in
thought
the
about that.
backcountry in the national parks, because you've got these unhunted populations.
Just start pulling out finger guns if you don't have bear spray. See if you can.
Yeah.
Score me some of that Johnny Walker over there stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
We got to get into. People have been loving the foraging tip of the week too.
Yeah.
So what's on the menu tonight?
So I brought you boys some flowers.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful.
I know what you like. So I'll give you each one. There you go, George.
Yeah.
And this was plucked out of my backyard.
Thank you.
I keep yarrow growing in my backyard because this stuff is definitely one of the best medicinal plants. And I say this all the time. People think that you need to be this expert who knows 1,000 plants and study this stuff for 30 years before you can go out and use it.
Yeah.
That's bull. You can learn 5 great plants and start using them tonight.
Yeah.
This is one of them you should know. This is my favorite medicinal plant. I have lots of personal experience with this. So yarrow, it's got a white flower on top. Now if you take the stalk here and just pull those leaves off, so they're all in your hands, the leaves look like little ferns, and crush those leaves, like get the essential oils out, get your fingernails in there, crush them, and then sniff it, and it'll smell like Vicks Vapor Rub or eucalyptus oil. Smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Oh, yeah.
so there are other white flowers that you could confuse with this, but none of them smell like that. In fact, there's some very toxic flowers, poison hemlock, water hemlock, but you really have to be very mistaken to mistake that. So the Vicks Vapor Rub is always a dead giveaway, and the leaves and the flowers are generally used as medicine, and it's one of the best medicines for infections, bleeding wounds. It's a blood clotter, and like really bad infections. I had an infection. Well, my machete story, I've told it before, but I put a machete into my knee, and it got horribly infected, and the clinic couldn't get it under control.
Yeah, the doctors were trying to hand you a bunch of other antibiotics and stuff.
And it was stinking and rotting flesh, and I was getting worried, so I took Yarrow, and I made a strong poultice. Just think of a strong tea, like a really strongest tea you can make with the Yarrow. You can use the flowers and the leaves. Add a little bit of salt in there because that's also helps clean the wound. It burned like hell, but I would just mop it on the wound, and within a couple days, it cleared the infection right up, and I used it every day until the wound completely healed. I've used it on bee stings. You can make a spit poultice. You take these leaves, chew them up into a paste, and put it straight on a cut or wound. You can bandage over top, or somebody gets a hornet sting.
How about
Rashes.
mosquitoes? Mosquitoes are pretty bad this year.
Mosquitoes too. It's a painkiller.
You got any
It's
mosquito bites, Jordo?
anti-inflammatory.
It's wet in Edmonton.
Yeah,
So,
no, it
the
works
last
great.
couple of
Like I
years.
would use this with my kids in the bush all the time. I remember we got to a hornet's nest and they were stung. We put Yarrow on it. It simmered it down. You can even use it as a bug repellent. Just rubbing the moist leaves on your arm. It's not as strong as deep, but it does have some value. There's still more. So Yarrow is also great for sore throats. That is like eucalyptus oil in it. So you can make a tea. A little bit goes a long way, like a teaspoon to a cup of water at the most. Add a little bit of honey, and it'll soothe and cure a sore throat.
So how do you, let's say you're out camping,
Yeah.
how do you make a tea out of this?
How do you make a tea? You just get the leaves you're holding in your hand.
Yeah.
You've got about a teaspoon of leaves right there.
Yeah.
Get a cup of boiling water. You don't want to boil the herb. You want to pour boiling water on the herb. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you boil it, you kind of wreck the goodness in there. So you stick that in the bottom of your camping cup.
Yeah.
Pour the boiling water on it. Let it cool off,
That's tea.
and that's tea. I also make tinctures out of this, like with vodka, or you can use brandy if you like. And you can make a sore throat tincture that's way better than buckwheats. Out of Yarrow. Shoot, there was something else. Oh, it's good for gas too. Got
Like
gas
in your truck.
Gas in your belly, digestive problems. It's also
Like the tea would work for that?
the tea, yeah, it's supposed to be against that. The Latin is Achillea millefolium, so Achillea is from Achilles, and the legend was that the Greek armies, like Achilles, would use Yarrow to treat all the wounds from the battles.
So you're using all the leaves that are on the stem.
The leaves and flowers. And so what
the
I brought,
flowers work too?
yes, so what I brought for you is I love it so much. It's part of my herbal first aid kit.
Yeah.
So I dry the stuff out, mostly flowers and leaves, and then keep it throughout the year so I can use it for anything: sore throats, tea, tinctures, wounds. And if you've got a blood clotting issue, let's say the wound just keeps bleeding, you can grind that stuff up. The dry stuff's really good.
Yeah.
And use it as blood clotter. It's an antiseptic and an anesthetic, so it kills the pain, cleans the wound. Amazing stuff. And I loved it so much I named my daughter after it. So
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
And
amazing.
like, what terrain or where do you usually find it?
it loves the crappiest places to grow.
Yeah.
So which is
Sidewalks
great.
kind of
Sidewalks, dry, gravelly. It likes a lot of sun. Think of any place that gets a lot of sun and gravel and sand, and you'll find it.
So you're really not far from a roadway even.
Totally.
Yeah.
Roadways are full of it. And you can get a garden variety, but when we've grown it from the garden variety, like you can get them purple and pink and different colors, they never smell as potent as this stuff. So the wild stuff is far stronger than medicine store-bought one. So Yarrow, there you go. Like
Yarrow.
Really, if somebody said, "What is your number one medicinal herb, bar none?" It's Yarrow.
Wow.
You can use it for just about everything that it is.
You said there was 5. What would be your 5 if you had
Oh,
to pick?
man,
If
well,
it was
we-
a game, what would be the 5 you'd find?
Okay, yeah, good question. So we looked at cattail here already.
Yeah.
And cattail, do you remember, Jordan, is there any uses for cattails? See if you were listening.
Oh yeah. So I still have some cattail there. I don't know if I can.
You've been growing it?
Well, no, it's
You have a small
stuff Scott
swamp
brought
in it?
over. But
And everybody knows cattail, right? Grows
Yeah.
in the swamp.
Hot dogs on a
fine
stick?
reams of it.
Hot dogs on a stick. So
Yeah.
this would be like good fire starter.
Oh yeah, I've definitely started fires with this.
Yeah,
I was talking to my mom about this too, because I was like, Scott was talking about this, and she's like, oh yeah, like the insulation in your boots, you
Yep.
know, your
Or your
feet are
jacket.
cold,
Yep.
or your jacket, sleeping bags. Oh, my mom had something else too. It was along the lines of insulation, but like in like kind of like a quilting sort of thing too.
Yeah. So the down is what's called a flash tinder. So you just need a spark in there. So let's say your lighter's is out of butane, but you still got striker. You can get fire going with cattail. You may have to play with it for a while. I've done even flint and steel, like old style, like a rock and a piece of metal.
Oh really? Flaked
got,
off on?
Got it going, yeah.
Early in the year, before it gets like the brown, you get like the green.
Yep.
That's like an edible
Like a little corn cob.
corn cob sort of thing, yeah.
Yep, good. The roots and the
The
new
roots,
shoots are really tasty. They taste a bit like cucumber or beans.
Do you have to make sure you're like clear of the water line of that?
I'm glad you asked that because yes, a lot of people forget that because the giardia in the water could be in the stock. So even though it's edible raw, the water's not edible raw. So I would recommend steaming it just to kill the bugs in there. And it's tasty. And the roots can be dug up even in winter or fall, full of starch like a potato. The stalk that looks like an arrow, you can use as a hand drill to get fire going if you know how to do hand drills.
Right. Jordan was
That is,
asking about that
that
at
is
supper
something
night.
I'd like to
It's on
learn.
your bucket
Can I
I'd
ask
like
Scott
to,
about this
I'd like to
today?
make one once.
It's hard. So-
Hopefully in my backyard.
yeah. It's hard. I always say hand drill's the evil brother of the bow drill. The bow drill I could teach you in a half hour,
Okay.
but the hand drill is really tricky. There's more on the cattail. The big leaves can be used for baskets.
Right.
They
You do
can
some
use
weaving.
for thatching to waterproof your roof on your shelter. And this is what Dale showed us. I knew it was used for cordage, but
Oh,
he showed me
cordage.
something new. And I was so pumped because he took out that dry piece of cattail, and I knew it was used for cordage. But he said the best fibers are on the outside, and he quickly braided a snare wire
Oh
to
man.
catch a rabbit.
Yeah, that was the cool one.
And
Yeah.
it was strong, like so. Yeah, all of that. Oh, that's not everything. You know, aloe vera for burns
Yeah.
and scrapes and cuts. Cattail, if you pull those leaves apart, there's a gel in there that looks just like aloe vera gel. You can use it for burns and cuts.
Wow.
So it offers so much, right?
So cattails.
Cattail.
Cattail,
So
yeah.
yarrow cattail, pineapple weed we looked at last time.
Yeah.
It grows in cracks in the sidewalks. It's a
Casey
wild
picked up some
chamomile.
from daycare today. He brought it to me when I picked him up from daycare, and he's like, "I found
Recognizing it.
pineapple weed."
Wow.
Yeah, awesome one.
Yeah.
And great tea for sore throat, upset stomach. It's also sleepy time tea. It's a sedative. You can use it for bee stings, burns. It's a milder medicine than yarrow. I would say yarrow is more powerful, but chamomile can do some of the similar things in a more mild way.
Yeah.
So it's related to chamomile, or it
It
is
is.
just chamomile?
It's a wild chamomile species. Yeah, and it actually tastes better than chamomile tea. Actually, the tea smells like pineapple.
It's the stuff that grows in your sidewalk crack that has like
Little bald head.
little bald head, this little yellow and kind of furry,
Yeah.
and like you squish it together.
I
There's
can't
probably
picture it, but I bet you
there'll
if I
be
saw
some
it.
in our front
Yeah.
area somewhere. I'm sure.
And if we talk edibles, we had plantain the last time. Not plantain.
We didn't do plantain.
Banana?
Lamb's quarters. Lamb's quarters.
Right.
It's quite tasty. It's a wild spinach. It tastes better than most of the plants people grow in their garden, and they weed it out.
Oh, really?
It just grows naturally. Right? Another one I could go on and on. Another one I really
I
like.
gave you five. Five was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
winner.
Another one I really like is balsam fir sap or subalpine fir, World War II. You go up to the tree, if you know what a fir tree looks like. They look like a spruce, but the needles are soft. And it looks like elephant skin, like it's silvery, and there'll be blisters on it. And you go up, you touch a blister, and it'll burst, and out will shoot like a polysporin. That stuff will light a pouring rain.
Wow.
You need like a liquid fire starter. It'll light right now. You can light it with a flint and steel. So that's a really cool trick. But even better is that stuff's really good on infections. It's like a liquid band-aid you put on cuts.
Just don't get too close to the fire.
Yeah.
So you could burn yourself and then heal
Yeah,
yourself.
you
with
can burn
the,
yourself and heal yourself. Yeah. I've used it on old man's beard when it's raining. You just mop that liquid sap in there and flick a lighter.
Yeah.
And it'll light that up.
Instant flame.
Wow.
Yeah, plantain, something we haven't done on the episodes
We
yet.
will.
But Christina, my wife, sent me a message the other day. She's like, we gotta ask Scott about plantain.
Yeah,
So
it's
we'll-
on the list.
Yeah, we'll bring it up.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's followed, I think, just based on the podcast recommendations now, is there's like other Instagram accounts that kind of pop up on hers. And it's like, oh yeah, someone's talking about plantains and
Well, and
edibles.
what's cool about this stuff is we're stepping on it right now.
Yeah.
It's right under our feet. It's right in the corner. You know, it's everywhere. We're just blissfully ignorant to the stuff that our ancestors used for thousands of years.
Yeah. That was the foraging tip of the week.
Foraging tip of the
Yeah.
week. Yarrow, no, I'm seriously, like, this is one of my favorites, bar none. Like, it's so good. Trust me on it, it works.
Yeah, so you just have jars of your favorites in the
Yeah.
house then, eh?
Yeah,
I guess
I'll
I
keep
can-
yarrow, I'll keep pineapple weed. Pineapple weed's good for soothing bath, too, so if a kid, let's say, runs into a wasp nest and gets stung or full of mosquito bites, you can put the pineapple weed in the bathtub and make like a soothing bath. Like people will do oatmeal baths and that sort of thing. Essentially, they're just a big vat of tea,
Just
Right.
and
soaking.
it'll soothe their skin and calm them down.
You mentioned Dale also, so you're gonna do, I don't know, can we talk about this? You're gonna do an episode with Dale, or you guys are talking about doing
We're
something?
talking about doing an episode. I don't know how much I can divulge yet. I'm meeting with Dale next week, but
Dale's the guy from 72 Hours
Dale
to
and I will be
Survive.
doing an episode of 72 Hours of Survival coming up here very soon. So.
Yeah, that's
You
exciting.
just trying to match what you bring in terms of nothing. Both of you show up with nothing.
I think the idea is to go Spartan. Yeah,
Oh.
so we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see if we live or die.
Tune in next
2
week
hours.
to see.
Yeah, Jordo, what's your so like now that you're I mean we talked minimalist camping, biking, that sort of thing, fishing. What is your like next level of adventure you're gonna get into though?
The next level. Kind of fell out of the.
You're in Edmonton now. It
Motorbike.
feels like you're like a little bit city
So
folk
it's a little
now.
comfortable, yeah. I've kind of I haven't done a bike trip in a while, which is a little disappointing. Like off the motorbike.
You did a bike trip overseas at one point, right? Like,
Yeah, but that was just like cheap hotels. Still super fun. A lot of it's just like what you're willing to endure.
Yeah.
As like, you can be uncomfortable. Life's usually a lot easier, though uncomfortable.
yeah.
So as long as you have a high tolerance for discomfort, it's usually fine. Most things. I don't know what else.
You got to be uncomfortable, man.
It's
That's the trick, right, Scott?
You need a little bit of suffering.
A little bit of
we
suffering.
often talk about type 1, type 2, type 3 fun. Type 3 is the type you don't want to repeat because you almost died or
Yeah.
were so miserable that you'd never do it.
not recommended, yeah.
Type 2, right, is the type, there was a bit of suffering, but that's what made it memorable. And you're like, remember
Yeah.
when that mountain almost kicked your ass, but we did it? We did it. And then there was a thunderstorm, and then the bear came. And
Yeah.
otherwise, you forget about it. If everything's peachy keen, it's just like another day.
Easy enough, yeah.
Yeah, you need to overcome. But I want to hear about some of your fishing because I've listened to you guys. You've done 2 fishing podcasts, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken. So go back, folks, and listen to those. You're a northern pike, perch, walleye guy, or what?
More-
rainbow
well,
trout? What's
So
your
it
target?
started with pike just because where we were going, pretty easy to find.
Yeah.
Started trying to find perch, and then after about a half hour of jigging hopelessly, just well, maybe I'll cast and see if I get a pike, and
Yeah.
that would work out. Started ice fishing a bit last year for the first time, so got gear, started ice fishing. That's been quite fun.
And what were you targeting ice fishing?
Ice fishing, planning to do perch and trying to get perch, so I never really get much open water fishing. And so went out to Wadman, bigger lake. I didn't have a big water boat, so it was easy to get on with the car. And then trying to get perch, and then the first time, like a 3-foot pike swims by under the
Oh,
hole,
yeah.
and just, they're in there.
Like a big submarine
Yeah, the
comes
big,
by.
biggest
Yeah.
pike I ever got was trying to catch perch. And
Oh, wow.
they're massive.
Yeah.
So yeah, done that last little bit. That's been fun. And then I was with George, and we were just at the local campground, had a playground, brought George's kid.
Right.
We were there, and just some grandpa had his kids out. They were visiting him in town. We were just talking to him, and he just tried to tell us as many secrets as he could.
He
The
was
exact
ready just to
opposite.
spill every...
The exact opposite of what you'd expect.
Yeah.
He gave us like coded directions, no map or anything, but how many trees in a bushel next to a house, sideways of a telephone pole, and triangulate yourself.
Did you guys get him drunk first? That's why it loose lips? Or
I don't know what he might have
ready
been
to
drunk
spill
before
it.
and just saw us there. But we went to a couple different spots that were 3 telephone poles, 4 shrubs, and a thing. And sure enough, eventually we found it. Fortunately, had a little sonar going, and then finally stop where we got it.
A fish finder?
Yeah, just a little Garmin unit.
And does it work?
It works really well.
Yeah.
More for ice fishing than anything else.
Yeah.
Like with the kind of open water fishing, I find I'm more just mark spots, like caught fish here, and go back there. With the ice fishing, I find it a lot more fun where you can actually see the jig, especially you don't have to be head down on the ice. But yeah, old man secrets sure worked out. Right to it.
You caught a nice perch or couple?
Caught a whole
Couple, eh?
good number of them,
Yeah.
and then one good 12-incher. And so
That's good.
success.
The thing with perch is you either catch a bunch or you catch none usually, right? If you can't find the school, you're skunked.
Mhm.
But if you land a school, like you can catch 60 in an hour if it's good, right? It's
Yeah.
crazy, right? But you got to know where they congregate.
I got a question along the line. So this is the 3 scenarios. Which one is the worst? You lose your favorite lure to a snag. Like your favorite hook to a snag. A huge fish breaks your line after a long fight. Or your fishing partner lands the biggest fish of the trip and won't stop talking about it. Which is the worst?
For the most part, your lures are always replaceable. I got a couple, like I inherited from my grandpa that like he got in his youth that you for sure can't replace. And I've like caught a couple fish with them, but nerve-wracking.
Oh yeah.
I'm casting them. Like no,
Not
maybe
near
3
any
feet from the
trees
boat.
or-
Like
Yeah.
only if it's a perfect day, I try to get one. I have got the lake that my parents are fortunate enough to have a cabin that backs onto a lake,
Yeah.
and fished it a whole bunch of times. It's not a huge lake, so like biggest
It's a long
pike.
lake though.
It is long, but the worst thing is my friend has gotten the biggest pike out of that lake,
Yeah.
and that's the worst part about it is that he's gotten the biggest pike out of the lake.
Yeah.
I go back to the same spot where he caught it. It's not there. We released it. I don't
That
know where
fish
it's
is
gone.
gone.
It's moved on from there.
Yeah.
That might be the worst.
Hearing him talk about it the whole time.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as the lure's replaceable, for the most part they are. What was the in the middle there? The second.
Breaks your line after a long fight.
Oh, then you can just lie about how big the fish was. That's perfect. That's almost ideal.
Who caught the biggest fish on your guys' trip, Scott?
Randy did, but that's when he thought he had snagged a rock and his
Right.
stays found it was fish. So maybe if Randy's listening, I can't say that. But
Well, that's the.
And then right after that, I also had a monster hit, and the rod just bent down, and it was the same thing. It just felt like a rock, and then the line just broke. And
Ah.
so 2 of those scenarios happened there.
Yeah. Which is the worst?
You know what? I think the older I'm getting, I feel happy for people when they get something big, whether it's your kids or somebody you're out with. Now, if they rub it in your face for 5 months, yeah, then I've got a problem. But you know, it's team success. For me, the worst is when you battle that fish and you get it right up to the boat,
Yeah.
and usually you got that net ready, and it's just it's like a nice, it's beautiful, right? And snap, it's gone. I mean, if I could have a nickel for every time that's happened, and you lose a lure, your favorite lure, and your fish, and it's just you go from the height of ecstasy to complete depression.
Just having it
Yeah,
there.
so-
Mine's always the worst because I don't have. Like I probably won't catch anything. No need to dig out the net. Or if I need to, I can grab the net
Oh, yeah.
and then just get too lazy and like, I'll bring it up. Oh, it's gone.
Oh yeah. Don't try to bring it up without the net because fish just go nuts once they're out of water and all that weight's on the line.
Okay, so you can only save one of these scenarios. You only got only one of these scenarios.
Okay.
The best fishing spot, perfect weather, or a guaranteed shore lunch fish every day.
Lunch fish? Like
Yeah, so you're catching something in the morning, you're going to have fish for lunch
fish
every
for
day.
lunch. And that's different from the
Best fishing spot, yeah.
And yet, what was the middle one there?
Perfect weather.
Perfect weather, but no fish.
Well, might be fish, but you,
It's just perfect weather. Is all
perfect
you're
weather. Though,
guaranteeing. Best fishing spot. Best fishing spot. Or you're guaranteed to always pull something out to eat.
in the morning, yeah, you'll have.
No matter what it is, it's something.
Yeah,
to eat.
you'll be able to have fish sandwich if you want to.
Did you bring no food and brag that you were gonna catch
Yeah,
something? Because
probably, yeah.
maybe I would go the best fishing spot, rain or shine. Like as long as you got the jacket, the clothes,
Yeah,
that's probably fine.
makes sense.
If you brought no food and you're just like it's just that or hot dogs, maybe the small lunch fish could be
Yeah.
could be good. Perfect day. A perfect day is nice, but if there's no fish, you may as well just be on shore, enjoying the water, enjoying the weather.
What do you think, Scott?
Oh, best fishing spot for sure. hands
Yeah.
down. I just did 4 days of freezing rain on an ocean, and so we were hitting fish.
Yeah.
You know, we could have had 30 degrees, been out there in a swimsuit, but hitting no fish out of them, like, that sucked.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. How about you, George?
Yeah.
Perfect weather does sound nice, though.
I've been fishing with you. You're a fair weather fisherman for
Well, I
sure.
don't mind fishing in like the rain and stuff too, but like half the time I feel like when I'm going fishing, it's just like an excuse to go
be
out
outside.
on a boat or something.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know? It's like, what are we doing today? Let's go fishing. Like the rod's trolling behind me, but I'm kind of enjoying myself on the boat too. So. Yeah, I'm going with perfect weather.
All right.
I like that.
I'll ask you an impromptu question. In terms of fishing, because do you prefer casting, or would you rather be trolling like you were in the big water?
I definitely prefer casting.
I'm about the same. I got
Yeah.
a same thing. I had a friend who only wants to troll. Anyway, I've heard it's more efficient. Heard you catch more fish, but I much prefer having the engine off and just.
I think I catch more casting.
Yep.
I always told my kids, when you reel in, it's a puppet show underwater. Once you start thinking about fishing like that, you will be a better fisherman.
It's a
Because
puppet
it's
show
a puppet show
underwater.
underwater. You're pretending you're a wounded minnow. So I'd be fishing with my dad, or I fish with the kid who's just like sitting there lazily reeling, and I'm pulling in fish after fish after fish after fish, and they catch nothing. They're using the same lure,
Yeah.
and I watch what they're doing. They cast and they just reel. It doesn't look. There's no puppet show.
Yeah.
So when I reel in, I'm like, oh, the minnow's speeding up. Oh, he's dropping down. Oh, he's speeding up. Oh, he's hurt. He's jigging this way. He's jigging left and right. Like
Yeah.
I am playing. I'm trying to figure out what my lure is doing, and I'm picturing in my mind that something's trailing. And usually they'll hit it on the drop. So you do a fast retrieve, and then stop, and just let it fall. And boom. Like that is, especially if you got those rubber jigs.
Okay.
Move them fast and bounce up, and as it falls, boom.
That's when you get hit.
So, whereas if you're trolling, you're just sitting there and the motor's doing the job. And, you know,
I find I just lose focus and start looking at something else. We start getting too
Yeah.
shallow, hitting lily pads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah, it kind of loses my attention.
yeah,
pretty
you're
quick.
not really earning that fish. I feel like when you're playing it, you're in the game, right?
Agreed. If you had to go to Canadian Tire or
Yeah.
just any sporting goods store,
Yeah.
no lures. You can only buy one.
Yeah.
To guarantee catch a fish, whatever fish it is. What
Yeah.
are you grabbing?
That's a very good question, because as we all know, fish, you need a certain lure to catch certain fish at a certain time of day, certain season. Like it can be very specific. But there's one lure that will catch just about any fish, and I've used it in saltwater, freshwater, and I rarely find it. So if I ever find it at Canadian Tire, I buy them all.
Okay.
And it's a Gibbs crock. I shouldn't be telling people
Gibbs
this.
crock.
The whiskey's starting to make my lips flap here. It's
I got a
Gibbs-
notepad actually. I haven't told you.
It's called Gibbs crock, but it's the smallest size you can get. So it's about the size, probably an inch long.
Okay.
It's thin. It's got a beautiful wave to it. So it's got that triple minnow. Like you want your lure to look like a minnow that's
On its last
on
legs.
its last legs. It's an easy catch, and this thing has that wounded minnow action. But you can cast that sucker at 100 feet and play it in. And I've gotten monster pike, rainbow trout, whitefish, walleye, perch, and I've used it in the ocean and in Mexico and just catching stuff just from the
Wow.
beach.
Really?
So it's the one magic lure that will catch just about
Everything.
anything. But for some reason, they hardly make it because I think most people make lures to catch fishermen, not fish.
Oh, that feels like walking down the halls. It's about the same thing when you go
Yeah.
down those aisles.
It's like a jewelry store.
3/4 of the
Yeah.
sales get to catch me, not any sort of
Totally.
fish.
So it's not a question of what's going to catch the best fish. It's like, oh, this looks snazzy.
Yeah.
I'm going to buy this thing.
Basically looks like a fish already.
Yeah.
But that Gibbs croc, and I don't know why they just don't mass produce it. Gibbs, if you're listening, sponsor us.
There
I
you
will
go.
promote the Gibbs croc.
Yeah.
And then everyone will be using it, so that's not good.
We do want to do an episode like live from, that was even like a plan tonight. Potentially would be like live from the river, live from a creek. Be a fun episode. So we'll try out the Gibbs croc. Maybe we'll try a few different hooks. We could do a little hook.
Showdown?
Showdown. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan for another ocean trip then now after this, Scott? Or
I'd love it. I mean, to be honest, there's cost involved, right? The gas to get to the
Oh,
coast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Gas ain't cheap.
Gas when you're on the coast.
And the time off from the family and the wife
Yeah.
and all of that. So, you know, there's always a cost involved. The
Oh,
gas
yeah.
on the boat, like you said. So, cha-ching. But as I was saying with Randy as we drove back, some guys will do a golfing trip to Las Vegas and blow a couple $1,000
easily.
and come back with nothing but a hangover.
Yeah.
Whereas at least we came back with probably $600, $700 worth of salmon and
Yeah.
cod and halibut, and we had a great time.
Yeah.
Right? So
What is your plan with that fish now? You've been cleaning up today. Just
Yeah.
freeze her all, and then it's
I freeze them in ice. My old uncle showed me that trick, and it keeps away the fishy taste. So some guys will vacuum pack, and it's sweet. It won't freeze or burn, but I swear it'll be more fishy than when I unthaw my Ziploc bag. I freeze it in water, and then it's as fresh as the day I caught it.
yeah.
So the
months
process
later.
is fish in the fillet.
Fillet,
in
get
the bag.
get the skin off,
Yeah.
get the head off like it should just be clean fillets. Wash them in the clean water, get them nice and clean, throw them in that bag, fill it up with icy cold water, Ziploc shut.
Okay, so water in the.
So it's now frozen in a block of ice. It can't freeze or burn, and it'll hardly get any more fishy than the day you caught it. Like I've taken out perch, walleye, pike 6 months later, and it tastes fresh out of the water. But only if you freeze it in ice. So that's my technique. But then you have to really dry it out before it goes in the frying pan. Use paper towel and get your butter and your olive oil sizzling, and then throw it in.
We did a frying pan this winter, Jordo, with 7 wild meats. No
Us in
fish
one
in the
pan?
frying pan, though. You think fish would really throw off the taste of everything, or you think it
We
would
could
blend in
try it.
okay?
Yeah, we've been saying we're going to do a redo, and
Yeah.
we're going to get at least 8 or 9.
Yeah, we need
next year.
moose and we need fish.
Do you remember what we had in there? Can you list them? We were.
I could say
While
grouse.
he's thinking, we were hot tenting
Yeah,
in the middle of nowhere, a
Yeah.
secret spot next to Maxwell Lake.
right.
Just overlooking Maxwell Lake.
Yeah. And there were some nice cliffs there. I'll divulge that.
Yeah.
It was was it January?
January, and
we
like
were sitting
we
around the fire
we
till
hauled
midnight.
sleds out of the snow
Yeah.
from the truck, and then we get to the camping spot, and there's no snow at all.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And
So
it-
you're
like,
just dragging them across the
mid-January,
dirt?
It was wild.
Yeah. So anyway, that was the setup. We had my hot tent with the stove, so
Yeah.
it could be minus 30, and cozy warm. But we,
Frying pan over the stove in the hot tent.
Yeah.
Bear sausage,
Deer sausage.
grouse sausage, deer. There's deer
Deer.
steak in there.
Yeah.
Elk,
Elk. Yeah.
bacon,
Bacon is 5.
rabbit.
Rabbit is 6.
Ooh, what was the 7? Did we say 2 types of grouse? Is that what we
Yeah.
had? Spruce
We had
and rough?
spruce and rough.
Yeah.
So that was the 7.
Yeah. So we
7
gotta throw
meats
some
in a
moose
frying
in
pan.
there, maybe some sheep next time.
Yeah, well, I'll hopefully get my bull moose this fall.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
if someone can get a big horn sheep, then we've got 9 meats in the pan.
Need a bigger pan?
Yeah. And then some Pacific Coast salmon.
Oh, we can do that for sure. That's day 2.
Yeah.
Day
Yeah.
2.
Do you have a favorite wild meat? As not being a hunter, do you have like?
Favorite? I use
Or a favorite fish, too.
Mhm.
Couldn't say. I don't know how wild is tuna is pretty wild, but I don't think I've never caught one directly.
I've never caught a tuna. That would be awesome. It's
had-
so huge.
I had a this is a friend's story, but I'll steal it and tell it. They were taking a sailboat from Los Angeles to Hawaii,
Mhm.
and on the sailboat, in the process, they had just rods out the whole time. They pulled a tuna on board. They didn't realize how big that fish is. Get it on board. It is causing havoc on this 1960 sailboat that they scrapped together quarters to buy. And they're just pulling out every implement except the proper one to kill it.
Oh, boy.
Sandals, pots,
Oh, boy.
things. They said it was about half hour to get this thing killed.
Jeez.
And so maybe I don't know. I do like tuna.
Fresh tuna seared on barbecue. Oh, so good.
Hey, yeah, it's tuna. This bison's not too wild. I like bison. Pretty open. I don't know if I have a favorite though.
Did you guys catch anything you weren't trying to catch on this trip?
Well, the rockfish are weird because you get. Is that a salmon? No, it's something weird, and then up comes this colorful red thing, or a yellow thing, or a green thing. And it's some kind of rockfish. So you pull
Yeah.
out the guide and like, can we keep this one? Yeah, we can. You can't keep the yellow eyes rockfish. So those are fun. Like there's such diversity in the ocean that you never know
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going to
Oh,
come
it's
out.
completely
right?
That's what I'd
different,
be curious
so
about.
that's really fun. I would say for me, fish-wise, halibut, hard to beat. Although lingcod is fantastic too. I like that dense meat where you've had lobster tail
Oh, yeah.
with the butter on it, the garlic, where you can just sink your teeth into it. It's
Yeah.
got some firmness, and both of those fish have that, which I really like.
Does bourbon get close?
Burbot does get close. Yeah, the poor man's lobster. Yeah, you can catch those in freshwater, which is great.
Scott, have you ever said what your favorite wild meat is?
I don't think I have. That's a tough one, man. Oh man, yeah. I mean, deer, elk, moose, and bear. I eat those all the time,
Yeah.
and some days I could say any of those. Like you get a good doe, like a buck in the rut's got a funky smell to it. So, but you get a white-tailed doe, nice young doe with the back straps.
Mm.
You do those little steaks and put them on the barbecue. It's like
Oh,
lamb,
yeah.
like lamb steak, really mild and tender. It's hard to beat, but then again, a good elk or a good moose, like or a good bear. I mean,
Might be more the story of that animal than anything else.
yeah. In general, big old males are the worst, right?
Yeah.
They can taste funky. Yeah. How about you? Your favorite?
I started like, I didn't really change my method of cooking deer, but I feel like I've gotten better at cooking deer. And the last few deer steaks I've cooked, just been like
Perfect.
amazing. And I mean, elk really stands out, but the last few deer I've had, it's been good. And I don't know, I don't really know. Like I've shot like some giant bucks, as you know. Like they're hard to like even
Oh
fit
man,
through
they're
the
so big you
cracks.
couldn't even lift them
I
onto
know,
the side.
And so
here.
I'm like, this is gonna be a bad tasting buck because it's so giant. But yeah, I do like a good deer.
So tell me before we move on, how did you prepare that perfect deer steak? Because I've got a method that I've been using for
I've been
30-some years.
adding a lot more butter than normal,
Butter's
and
good, yeah.
yeah. So the last one I cooked was it was over a fire, but in like a frying pan, like a cast iron frying pan. A lot of butter, and then just like a fair bit of salt, but not a ton. And it just felt like when I picked it up, it was just like juicy, you know,
Yeah.
and it's cut into it. And like, oh, this is like the perfect cut. And then I had to like, Christina, Casey, come on, like you gotta have a piece of this because this is like the best I've cooked it. And it's just like before I felt like I wasn't using enough butter, maybe, or
That
like
might be the secret.
like
is
kind of dried it
maximum
out a
butter.
bit. Whereas this was
Let's
just
just
like
pick
juicy.
Yeah,
Give me
you need
more
to
of
have
that.
that fat, right? Because these wild animals are lean.
Lean,
They're
yeah.
not like your farm.
They're not
animals.
very sedentary, no. They're
Yeah.
running all the
And
time.
I think in the past that's what it was. It was always like a little lean. You know, you're cutting. It's like, oh, it's a little dry, and I'm just
Dries
like, yeah,
out.
I like it. But now it's like add a little more butter, add a little more juice to it. And
Yeah. So I'll tell you how I do mine, and I know it gets controversial. There's a big argument right now. Do you defrost your deer meat in water? And now the popular thing is no water. Water's terrible. Don't ever use water.
yeah,
I beg to differ. So I'll tell you what I do. So you've got your frozen steaks.
yeah,
You go to work. Just before you go to work, you drop that frozen block of steaks into a nice big icy cold bowl of water.
okay,
Sprinkle some salt in there.
yeah,
When you come home from work, those steaks have drained out any blood and livery taste and what people call gamey taste. When they eat deer and they don't like it,
yeah,
because it's so rich in blood, like that meat is just red, almost purpley red, right?
yeah,
Like liver. And so, and then you pat it down with paper towel, dry it off. You got to brush some oil on it, olive oil, butter, and then get your barbecue ripping hot. Like just sear that sucker so all the juices stay in. I like to throw a bit of alder willow on there to get the smoke going. 9 minutes, not 8, not 10. 9 minutes, perfect steak. Take that sucker off. It's juicy. It's delicious. I
You flip it halfway.
4.5
Yeah.
aside.
Yeah, you want to get the cross hatches on there, but
Okay.
don't flip too much or you lose all the juices.
Yeah,
I've had people who say they hated deer and they eat this, they're like, this isn't deer. Like, this is amazing.
And you brought some
No,
tonight?
but
I'm hungry now.
I mean,
after-
but that took years of experimentation. And
yeah.
yeah, you want some good coarse sea salt on there too and pepper.
I'm gonna do that tomorrow. I'm gonna wake up in the morning. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put.
Give it a go.
Yeah, because sometimes, I get the frozen one from the freezer, and then I put it in the microwave to defrost. I'm like, this is like I feel like I'm losing.
Yeah, it'll get funky in the microwave. That's
Yeah.
a Napoleon Dynamite trick. You don't want to be doing that.
Yeah, don't be doing that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm gonna try that tonight, or well tomorrow. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have that
Tomorrow morning before you go to
Yeah.
work.
Don't forget the salt. Sprinkle it in there, and you'll be shocked how much blood has pooled to the bottom.
Yeah,
And does the salt just warm it up, or does
The
the salt actually
does
draws out?
something- Seems to draw out that blood more, and then you get the hardcore. Well, there's nothing wrong with the deer blood. Rah rah rah. I'm like, yeah, I've eaten snails and slugs. Don't tell me
Yeah.
what's edible, but if you're going for that gourmet taste, like it's gonna be amazing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like it.
Even a gamey buck, you can do the same thing.
I'm going for a big gamey buck this year.
That's the goal.
I'm gonna mount it somehow. Like it might be above the moose and the elk. Now I'll have this big.
Viewers can track your success.
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
Season.
Yeah.
As
Tune in October for the wall now. Yeah.
as the years progress, I can't wait to see what the collage will be.
Yeah. Going around the corner there. Yeah. Scott's book, Radically Wild, out, and the audio book out now.
The audiobook's out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. That's sweet.
You
I was
wanna
reading
turn-
the book to Casey the other day.
Oh, good.
He loves it. And there's like, I can't remember. He was looking for the boar story because I'm like, oh, Scott was talking about wild boars, and I was trying to find it in the book. I couldn't find the chapter, so we ended up reading a different chapter. But he's like, I want to hear the boar story.
I think it's called Squeals in the Night or Streams in the Night.
Yeah.
Streams in the Night,
Okay.
where the boars chase me up a tree.
Yeah.
You have to read it to find out if I live or die.
Right.
It's in there.
Yeah. And then the podcast now. So in the next month here, we've got a lot of guests that super interesting concepts to come up. So we want to do like a fishing episode. We're gonna do a mountain climbing episode. Let's get your buddy on. Let's do an episode on like
Ocean fishing.
ocean fishing. Yeah, let's dig into that.
Yeah, we've got another guy who's got a company on survival prepping who wants to come on the show. So
Yeah.
we've got lots of folks that are lined up. Stay tuned, man. It's just getting better all the time.
It's exciting. If you have an idea, send us a message, wildernesswavelength.ca, or you can go to our Instagram. And then Scott, on on your Instagram, are you posting a bunch of the fishing? Like,
Oh
did
man,
you get a
I got
bunch
so
of
many
videos? and
videos.
stuff?
Yeah, Northern
Sweet.
Rockies bushcraft. I'm gonna be posting tons of stuff from the ocean. So check in if you like to see some of that adventure stuff.
Yeah.
And Jordo, great to meet you. Fine.
Yeah. Excited to be
Yeah,
here.
I
Yeah.
hope you have some good fishing success here in the next few days.
Me too. We'll see what we find in BC.
Yeah, let us know. Let us know what you get.
Yeah, send us some pictures. We'll tag them. And then I want to, like, Jordo's got the electric bike now. That was like your birthday present to yourself.
That was my 40th birthday gift to myself. Got old enough and slow enough that I figured I may as well put some technology behind.
Yeah,
No,
and
no
that's-
shame in the e-bike.
Oh yeah, it's sweet.
Yeah.
It's a cool looking bike. Jordo's got it in the garage here, and it's like easy to haul behind the car.
It
And
fits on my
then
car, yeah.
you rip it out to the Hinton Bike Park, and you're fully mobile.
Here we'll see where we go. And I got a little 4-piece rod. Get out into the bush on the
Right.
bike with the little 4-piece
Electric
rod.
bike,
Go.
little fishing rod. I like it. You can watch this on YouTube if you're listening and you want to watch. Tune in that way. Anything else you want to add, Scott, that I missed on this one?
No, it was fun. Nice, relaxing evening around the fire.
Okay. Until next week, stay wild.